Stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the jump.
In motion right is Brown. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Texans will take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Wilson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his team.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right?
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Slot man moves right. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. You might want to take that course.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Eagles had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Intended for Mike Evans. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 20.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Here's Wilson to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, tell all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the 1st quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
They're swooping. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Swift. And he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
First down and goal to go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. At the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
19 right. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quay Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Wilson on first down. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Again, Wilson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Hands it off out of the gun. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. The slot man in motion right. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Come on. Hey.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, well, look at the defense. They came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
On the set.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Mike Evans, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they send a man in motion right. Here's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with career touchdown number 70. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Marquise Brown, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, ready?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Here we go. Set.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Carlson now to kick this one away. This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here we go. Here we go. 50 back.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turn.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Wilson. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Touchdown, Texans. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 27 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the... Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Wilson. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just a 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 24. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a 2nd and 7. A good decision in the end. The pull and run gets him 9 yards and a 1st. From the gun, here's Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down route. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On play action, they'll throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, They've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points. Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. That's complete. It's Y5W2. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 65 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw here. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup.
They're going to look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal.
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own.
Warriors,
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. He completes it to Evans. And they got this down to about the 12-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Carlson now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. from the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Dragon 50.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Justin Simmons firing all the way in from his safety position. Looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having
pressure. Comes and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Houston, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.
Got so many memories.